and welcome to Game 1 of the Brighton Prime with me, Rebecca Walker, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
It is me, as always.
As always. And we've got a nice matchup on the screen here. Not nice for the players, obviously, but we have Wamma and his lovely partner, Keb, in a game in the first round after travelling all the way to Brighton.
Webb and Wamma.
Webb and Wamma. I do consistently get these the wrong way around, but it is Wamma and Keb. Wamma there playing Tyrell Valyrian Steel, and Keb playing Bara Dragon, both with lovely maps there.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Wamma on the left there is using his UK Thrones War 2019 playmat.
Yeah.
So just as a little promotional thing, if you are in the UK, or even maybe not in the UK, we do have the UK Thrones War 2020 coming up. The weekend of April 18th-ish, I think.
Yep.
Around then. So if you are interested, be on the watch out for more updates and whatnot.
Sure.
Glad to see you're enthusiastic.
And Keb on the right, his mat is Dockside 2019. Made and drawn by the same artist. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise he did both. I was asking Keb about his mat, actually, and he was saying that he was talking to Bambi, and he really would like a mat featuring Shireen teaching Jorah to read. That's not Jorah, is it?
Davos.
Davos, even. Shireen teaching Davos to read, and Bambi took the idea and used it for the playmats for Dockside this year. But as thank you to Keb, got him a mat made, especially. Nice. Very kind. So yeah, 2 cool mats.
Lovely.
But let's run through the setups and plots then. So on the left, Wamma has played left a garden caretaker and another garden caretaker with Sirio's training. A little bird.
You're doing that thing where you're not sure, so you speak extra
really slowly, so I can get you to nod at me to make sure I'm saying it right. And I guess that must be a red wine straights.
Yep.
On the right, Keb has set up Dario, a Dragonstone Faithful, and a Rose Road.
What I would call a more wholesome setup.
And plot-wise, we have Peace and Prosperity from Wamma, and At the Gates from Keb, and he's gone and got a Gates of the Moon. There we go. So Keb there is our first player this round, and we'll be collecting 7 gold, which is a nice amount. Dario could be really good in this matchup, actually. Tyrell tends to have quite a lot of allies and whatnot, so he should be able to grab a few.
Well, it might be funny for Dario to steal that garden caretaker.
I know, that Tricon.
All the attachments, yeah.
Yeah. It would be quite amusing. So he's paying 6 there for... oh my god, I've not seen him for ages. Christ, I've even forgot his name. Hisdar? Is that Hisdar? Wow. I feel like it's been such a long time since I've seen Hisdar.
Remember when he was everywhere last year?
Yeah. I think he's the reason that I got like really high... Was it I got top 8 in Nationals, was it?
Yep.
Because I was running Targ with Hisdar and Marine when it wasn't illegal.
Yeah. It's amazing how well we can all do when we're running busted card together.
Yeah, even I do well. And so he discarded Missandei there for the reduction, but of course Missandei's reaction lets her go into play. And we have I think that's Karth, isn't it? The attachment blowy uppy one.
Probably, yeah.
With a gold remaining, which is quite a good play from Keb. He's playing against a Valyrian Steel deck, so there are going to be attachments coming out that are annoying. So at least with Karth, he might be able to do something about it by saving that gold. So Wamma there using the reduction to marshal a card, which you can help me with.
What?
What's this card here?
Oh, Arbor Marketplace.
Arbor Marketplace. Thank you. He's using both caretakers, which seems a lot more of a waste when one of them's a Tricon, to get a reduction for Leighton Hightower, I think.
Yeah, I'm surprised you know that.
I did already watch the video, and just like to put this out here, Wamma, thank you so much for explaining literally every single card and every single thing that you do in this video, because it really helped me when I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I've got a vague idea of what the cards are, at least this time. Even though I'd forgotten about the Arbor Marketplace. So Wamma there putting a noble lineage on the garden caretaker. So he's super pumped up to let him gain a gold, I think, which allowed him to afford Randall. That's a really nice bit of marginal considering very limited gold on the actual plot.
2 gold plot managed to get out Leighton Hightower and Randall Tarley along with an Arbor Marketplace.
Seems good, right?
Yeah. The agenda's only been triggered once. And there's a nice one, a 0 cost attachment actually generating you money.
Yep.
That's pretty nice.
So Keb here going for an intrigue. Makes sense. Wamma only has the Leighton Hightower, who's like 3 strength, I think. So Dario is pretty much definitely going to be winning this unless Wamma has some serious tricks up his sleeve. So winning the challenge, he gets to react, steals the garden caretaker and all of his attachments. And now because Keb has attachments on a character he controls, he can use Calf now, right? To get rid of them?
Yeah. That's actually funny. I never thought of that.
Yeah. Ooh, what's that?
The Strangler.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been annoying on Dario.
Yeah. James couldn't afford it though. Another thing you can do with the agenda, you can put into play a card. If you have no gold, it can be 0 cost. So you could have 0 costed a noble lineage if you didn't need the gold. That is into play to generate, card draw after intrigue challenges already happened, or gold if you need it for a trick.
Yep. Keb's used Calf to get rid of the little bird there, which I think is a good choice. If that caretaker dies or leaves the field for any reason, one would get that little bird back and straight onto Randall, I'd imagine, which would be not good for Keb. So it was a good choice, I think.
Yeah, I like that. It was good.
And I think Keb there passing. Yeah, so one was going in for the military Randall. I was quite excited when I saw that Wamma and Keb were playing, and I don't know if it was mean, but I quite like getting them both on camera because Wamma explains everything so clearly as he's doing it as well. And occasionally they'll talk through decision points and like best plays and stuff, which is quite entertaining to watch actually. You never do that with me. You're just like, lose bitch, and then just play your worst cards.
Or best cards.
Or best cards even. Yeah. And then just make me feel sad when you thrash me.
I don't beat you.
Not in this tournament, we didn't play.
No, I don't beat you in general.
Only because you're playing shit decks at the moment.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. Everything's fine.
But yeah, I quite like getting... I only said Web and Camera then.
Web and Camera.
Web and Camera on screen. That was quite interesting to watch. Although, I feel like playing your partner puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage because, I'd say 9 times out of 10 your partner has either helped with the deck building or has been the person that you've been practicing your deck against. So you normally know each other's decks quite well.
So James literally built this for Keb.
Oh, did he actually?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, even more of an advantage.
Keb had no idea what to play, so James was just like, I'm either going to build Bara Cohort or Bara Dragon, and then it looks like James built Bara Dragon.
I think Cohort's a little bit tricky if you don't practice with it enough. Especially...
Yeah, it's good to have an idea of what's in your deck. A little bit similar with Dragon, but less so.
Yeah.
So we saw Leighton Hightower bring in the Hightower Spy to boost the strength of Randall, because there was Deed the Septum, so Randall stood, and then Randall went in for a power challenge. Arbor Marketplace knelt and Randall stood, so that's 2 power on Randall plus some challenge wins. Ends around 4-2 to James. And we've got the Hightower in from a standing phase trigger.
Yeah.
For Leighton Hightower as well.
I don't know why, but I thought Leighton Hightower was only for characters, so I was quite surprised when you put in the Hightower.
Just says 4-cost Tyrell card.
Is Hightower the one where when a character comes into play, you draw a card
And gain a gold.
and gain a gold. That's really good.
OP, right?
Is that Ask Any phase as well, isn't it? Once per phase?
One per phase, yeah.
Yeah.
So what character did Keb lose here? His Dar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Jane played Vala the High Risk.
And Keb played King in the North. So, you might have thought that Keb would keep his star, considering the plot. But he got rid of the his star, probably because he had a Stannis.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't think he was too concerned. The only negative for him was he couldn't use the Dragonstone Faithful to reduce the cost to Stannis. Which all it really means is that he doesn't have that extra gold to use with Karth this turn. He put a mercenary contract on Randall, which I think is hilarious.
That is super interesting.
Yeah, because Dario can now steal Randall. How
Yeah.
cool is that? And Kev just tried to play an event. Did you catch what the event was?
Gift for the Widow.
Gifts for the Widow. However, Wamma did have the Hand's Judgment for that. I can't wait for Keb to steal Randall.
It looks like it's going to happen.
I mean, at the moment...
On the Intrigue Challenge, right?
Yeah. I don't see how Wamma can block the Intrigue at the moment. Obviously, he's still got the rest of his marshalling to go, but...
And Steve the Septon ain't going to do it.
Yeah, not a 2-strength Intrigue. What's that?
We've got
Can you see?
Brother's Robes.
Ah, that blanks...
Yeah, that's going to blank an
attachments?
attachment or location.
Or location. And that's when the character kneels, isn't it?
It is.
It's interesting that it's put it on Steve the Septon, considering Steve quite often will leave play.
It has to be on a 7 character.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Only the 7 character. So Dario could swing in for a green, for example. But if Steve kneels with the green, he could blank the mercenary contract.
But it doesn't have a king.
Oh, shite.
So he can't blang it. Blang it? Blank it.
Can't blang it.
Can't
yeah.
blang it.
No blanging.
Ooh, is that the Iron Throne?
It is.
That could be fun.
So one thing with doing the commentary here, we never ever going to know what card they name with the Iron Throne.
So when I edit,
Yeah.
I can hear it, but I don't always remember to add it to
Don't
the
always or
editing.
don't ever?
Not in this particular game. However, there are future games coming up in this series where I actually got the players to tell me what they were blanking and have made a note on my phone, so I will be able to, pass that on.
Wow, how incredibly forward of you.
Yeah, I was thorough, Try and keep on top of these things.
Yeah, well, I was thorough too.
Yeah,
You wait for later in this video when I cock up the camera.
I mean, you already started it by zooming in slightly too far, but it's okay. Like, it's all right. You've only just covered up the agendas and things.
Yeah, well, I remember thinking I won't zoom in too far because you're going to need a thing down the bottom.
Yeah.
But then sometimes after you let go of the button, it still kept on zooming for a little while. And that's what it did.
That's what it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Never done that for me.
Randall's been gone now.
Yeah. Has he stolen them? Hee. That's kind of funny.
That is really funny. Power swing. So of course,
so
James didn't go into military.
no. Well, Keb was just saying, I won't do a challenge with Randall because I don't give you renown. And then Wamma was explaining, well, the renown is optional, so you don't have to take the renown. So Keb was like, ha! In that case, military makes sense.
Who are you, motherfucker? Yeah, so actually think about it. If Wamma did a military challenge against Keb and Keb did not defend, Wamma can choose to save Randall because he controls the duplicate.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the phase, Randall would just come back.
Yeah. We have an intrigue there from Steve the Septon. Just defending with Missandei, but that still goes through. And taking the Red Priest. Which is a shame. Red Priests are normally pretty annoying. And Keb there just asking if the plot stops the agenda, which it does not. So managing to ambush in the noble lineage, I think that was, to draw an extra card. Those attachments had just come back to hand because the caretaker was killed for claim. And Keb taking Dom, but Randall does go back to Wamma's side. So if Keb can just make sure he wins, you know, a challenge with Dario, he should be able to just steal Randall pretty much every turn, right? I think the only issue is Brothers Robes.
Yeah, Brothers Robes, and also James had the intrigue icon back for Randall. Got the little bird in hand.
Does he?
Didn't you say Garden Caretaker died with all the icons?
The caretaker died with all the attachments, but Keb had got rid of the little bird in the previous round using Calf.
Ah, right. I wasn't watching that.
Because Valyrian Steel is one of each attachment, right?
Yeah.
Which means there's not going to be another little bird in there.
No, but there might be an appointed.
And considering that, one was extremely lucky to find that Brothers Robes in a 75 card deck. Brothers Robes to cancel out the, whatchamacallit, mercenary contract might be important. But then I guess Keb can just do a military, right? Because he can still win the military with Stannis and Dario.
As it stands, maybe?
There'd be 13 strength. Randall and left. Definitely not 13 strength.
8 strength, could be 9 strength, depending on what challenge shenanigans James has and what he marshalled.
8 strength? Is Randall 6 strength?
No, 5. But him and left, that's 7. And you've got an Arbor Marketplace, which boosts by 1.
He's got 2 market up.
Yeah, he's got 2
Arbor
now.
Marketplaces.
Yeah, 9.
So got an exchange of information here into a close call. Keb basically fucked up slightly here. He didn't realise that you had to have a dead character to move over to draw the card. So he just wanted the card draw, but doesn't actually have a dead character. So because he can't do the first bit of moving the character from the dead pile into the discard, it means that you cannot draw the card.
Damn.
Which is a shame for Keb, but at least he's got a 5 gold plot there.
You're going to get loads of gold still. So.
Yeah, so he's got plenty of gold to do stuff with, but I think he was just after the card draw more than anything.
Yeah. Cut your deck, James. Keb knows what you're like.
Yeah. So we can just about see what's in Keb's hand there. Got Dragstone Faithful. I think it's a Queen's Guard.
Ooh, Queen's Guard Dario could be fun.
Yeah, I think I saw a Kingsgate in there. There weren't many characters that I could see. A lot of it seemed to be sort of locations and attachments and stuff.
Time to Voltron up your guys.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's got 2 options with Dario and Stannis. You really want Lightbringer as soon as possible so that Stannis can start getting some of that renown. Oh, okay.
Oh, I've seen the video before.
No,
suddenly Lightbringer turns
oh,
up.
ha ha! I didn't realise he had Lightbringer.
How very
in hand.
prophetic of you.
Then because I've been playing Bara, I know that Lightbringer on Stannis is good. I didn't realise he had the Lightbringer in hand at this point.
Cool. Do you think we're going to see a Queen Guard?
I'd be tempted to put it on Dario.
Yeah.
Because then that makes
Randall
the threat...
and Steve.
Yeah. That'd be quite fun. We'll see what Keb does. Ooh, Card and Shadows.
Ooh.
And what's that one? Is that a mercenary contract?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, left is no attachment except weapon.
Yeah.
I'd put it on Stannis, I think. Extra stand for him.
Oh, can you do that?
What?
Oh yeah, you can just stand your own ally mercenary, can't you?
Yeah, then you can trigger the reaction on it, which is when they win a challenge.
That's
and
pretty
they're
cool.
participating, stand the character.
Yeah.
And Dario can stand Stannis anyway if he's a mercenary, as long as Dario wins the challenge.
That's pretty cool. What the heck is that?
Reckless. So if there's an intrigue or military challenge and Dario's standing, he must participate.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that, putting the mercenary contracts on Stannis. That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah, I think that would have been good.
I don't think Keb realised that you could do that, though.
Yeah, I wonder if Kevin's just thinking it's a tool for my Dario to take opposing characters, which, it's nice for.
Well, I imagine that is what the mercenary contract is in there for. But as you say, putting it onto a Stannis for restanding him is pretty cool.
I mean, it is a real fun way to have a win at the end of the game, like.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Got a right.
No, he got another left.
Oh, it's because they're at an angle. Okay, so Allery looked at the top 10 cards, probably looking for right, but wasn't able to find, but did find a left, so at least you can dupe for free.
Yeah, not sure how many rights are in the deck, but, surely on the same number as left.
Should be 3 of each, right?
You'd expect so.
And Sirio's training there.
Wow.
That's quite clever, actually. Because it means that Steve can kneel for any challenge that Keb throws in particular ones from Dario. So Steve kneeling means that the Brothers Robes can blank the mercenary contract on Randall if he's worried about that. There's a crown of golden roses going on to Randall there as well, which means that Randall's going to be getting that restand. So Keb's a bit annoyed at this point because I think Wamma's just triggered the Iron Throne. I can't remember what Wamma said, but Keb was like, I've only got one Shadows card in my deck and you've just named it. So whatever that card is that Keb's got in Shadows, Wamma's just named it. It might have been the Queen's Guard.
That is an advantage. I've got to admit. Being able to name the only card that you built for your partner. Yeah, that might be called an advantage.
Although, Keb's only got 2 gold? Isn't Queen's Guard 3 for ambush?
No, it's 2 into shadows and then 2 out of shadows, so a total cost of 4.
So he's got 2 gold remaining for that Queen's Guard. So I guess Wamma said Queen's Guard then. Because
what an arsehole. What a dick.
Well, like you said, I guess it's the advantage of building someone's deck. You've got to kind of accept that if you face each other, that person's going to know your deck inside out. It's like, you know all the cards in my deck. So if we face each other, you know what my plots are.
I have no idea what cards are in your deck.
What?
I built it for you a month ago.
Yeah, but I've smashed with it so many times. Surely you must know it by now.
I blocked it out of my memory.
So the intrigue from Dario there. And Wamma has ambushed in Hightail Spy.
Old Town Informer.
Fuck's sake. Old Town Informer. Which means that Wamma now has enough strength to defend the intrigue challenge. Sad times for Keb. So he's going to try... Where is he? Yeah, going to try for the power. Oh, it's worth noting that the brothers' robes actually cancelled the Lightbringer instead.
Here we go. Got some fun going on now.
Mm.
It's like draw.
So Wamma there just triggering Steve. And this bringing all the attachments back to hand. Getting him some gold as well. This one's Hightower Spy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Hightower Spy on
Gonna give
Randall.
X strength to Randall.
It's
X
going to be
is
Steve.
going to be
2.
Steve.
We knew it was Steve. And that means that Randall can stand. So Randall's on 7, I think. And discarding a card to boost him to 9, which then wins the power challenge. Getting him around. And now Wamma's challenges. Keb must be feeling sad at this point. And a little bit irate.
Well, yeah, I mean, would a normal opponent name Queen's Guard at that stage? What do you think?
Probably not.
Probably not. If you think
You'd say like Aegon, wouldn't you, really?
Yeah, if you think of, especially with Tyrell on the board. I mean, intentional or not, that's given James a really big tempo advantage. Oh God, Rebecca, you messed up the camera. What's going on?
Thanks for adjusting the camera for us, honey.
No, might not have been me.
I can't see the plots in the slightest now.
I don't think that was me.
Uh-huh.
I think it might have been Dave Bamford. He had a buy, so...
I'm pretty sure you had a buy as well.
Pretty sure it was Dave.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
I think it was Dave.
Well, you know, his hands are so small, he wouldn't have been able to like hold the camera properly to adjust the positioning.
I think he used both hands to just push one side of the camera.
Sorry, Dave, it's never going to grow old. Not for us anyway. You might just want to kick us in the face when you see us, but, you know.
I think he actually does want to kick us in the face every time he sees us.
But we were very, very excited when we saw the weird, like, coaster thing that the top player gets. Did you see it?
I did.
It's like some weird metal coaster, like beer coaster, and it's got a hand on it holding like a dagger thing. But we were saying...
It's a pin. It's the hand of the king pin, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what it's meant to be. But we were saying Bamford needs to win one, because then he can just have one constantly on his mat and put his hands next to it, and his hand looked fucking enormous next to that pin hand thing.
Well, not enormous. I mean, it's just slightly bigger.
Yeah, it's at least like a third bigger.
It does make Bamford's hand look pretty big.
Yeah.
So
Big hand Bamford.
Big hand Bam.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's going to catch on.
I think he's literally going to kick us in the face. I'm sorry, Bamford. Oh, I've even missed what the plots were now because I was too busy talking.
Yeah, you were. No.
Oh, I think I remember what they were, though. I think Keb played Wildfire, and I think Wamma played Wardens of the South, if I remember correctly.
Cool.
It came up on the bottom. I'm sure the viewers were paying much more attention than we were.
Obviously, and you were just talking about Bamford's big hands.
Yeah.
Big hand Bamalam.
Big hand Bamalan?
Yeah.
At least Bamford has got his name in it.
Bamalam, that's what he called himself.
Does he?
After the Exodia Bara thing, and then he won a regional with it. Bamalam.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Wow, you're not really down with the Throne community. You don't understand any of the little in jokes.
No, I'm not
What are you
very
even
good at
doing here?
jokes. I'm here because I edit all the videos, alright? I deserve to be on the commentary.
Well, at least you give something into the community, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll make an effort.
Otherwise, why would we entertain you?
Thanks. Thanks a lot, hun. Nice to know you care. Oh, Renly.
Oh, Renly, yes.
So now Wamma kind of has 2 kings. Because Renly's a king, right?
Kinda has 2 kings.
And
but actually does have 2 kings.
And Randall is like an official king.
3 kings on the board, and we've seen 4 different kings this game.
That's quite a lot of kings. It's more kings than you normally see in a game.
That is very kingly.
We've got a Bastard of Robert there, and from the draw of the Bastard of Robert...
Love a Bastard of Robert.
Yeah. Ked's playing the King's Road, and playing 3. He found Bob with the Bastard of Robert draw.
That's funny.
I think that's great. I mean, I guess that's what the.
I'm going to get my dad on you.
Yeah. Keb was just asking if he plays Gifts of the Widow and pays 2, does Wamma have to pay 2 to cancel it? But because it's X, you don't.
Correct.
So Keb was like, well, I'll just do it for free then. And Mum was like, yeah, I do have the hand judgment. So at least Keb didn't waste the 2 gold trying to play it and then have it cancelled. So he still had that 2 gold.
Did Wamma say he did have a hand judgment?
Yeah.
But he didn't want to cancel it?
No, he used it, didn't he?
Well, Keb got a 0 cost attachment.
From his deck?
Well, I don't know, I didn't see that. I just heard you talking about paying 0 and then now there's a 0 cost attachment in play. So you tell me.
Oh yeah, no, he did. I think he did let it go. Because he went and got the attachment, which basically doesn't let him die. And then if you lose a power challenge, then it goes.
Yeah, 0 cost. Long may he reign.
That's it. Okay, maybe you did go and get it then.
Cool.
I think because one was like, your Bob's not going to be getting killed this game anyway. So, do what you want, mate. Kind of thing. Big challenge here from Wamma with the power. Reacting with the plot. So they all get +2. Which, of course, restands Randall.
That's sick.
I mean, I'm assuming it's
so
Randall.
Randall 7 strength. Ellery is now 5 strength.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve the Septon is 4.
Mm-hmm.
That makes an unimaginably high number that I can't calculate. I'm sure Steve triggered the Brothers' Robe to blank the mercenary contract on Randall.
Yeah. Keb there defending just with the Bastard Robert so that it doesn't go through unopposed, which I think he needed to do because Wamma's obviously very close to winning and Randall is most likely getting at least 1 more renown. So the military then, and reacting to the plot restands Randall.
That combination is sick.
And again, I think Keb needs to defend to stop it going through unopposed at the very least. Might even want to defend with 2 to win the challenge. Although Randall must be on quite a lot of strength now. And I guess as well, Randall's got the Crown of Golden Roses and the 2 other marketplaces, so...
Now Randall's on 7 strength. Because the plot only gives for the challenge.
Right. We assume it's Randall, but we can't see him.
So did James win the power challenge?
Yes.
Doesn't that mean... I think that means Long May He Reign has to be sacrificed?
Oh, okay.
Maybe I should check that and consult my memory.
It probably does. I don't think at this point they're worrying about it.
Okay.
I mean, obviously it should happen, but I don't think it's going to affect the game.
No. But, it's nice to know, just in case loyal viewers are watching it and thinking, I thought this was this way.
So Keb here can't really do anything, I think, because if he goes in for a challenge, then, I don't know. He could do like a big military, right?
Sure.
I think he can win a big military.
Yeah. After you lose a power challenge as the defending player, sacrifice Long May He Reign.
So yeah, it should be gone then, yeah? But it looks like Keb's going to go through for the intrigue. That's annoying.
Gross.
Does Keb have any gold left? I don't think he does he?
Oh yeah, because Keb initially didn't pay the 2 for the gift for the widow, but instead paid 0, got Long May He Reign, and then paid 2 for the Queen card out of Shadows.
Ah.
So yeah, no gold left.
So yeah, Keb there just took the hand's judgment for claim. So I don't think Keb can win the power or the military now. So just taking Dom instead, otherwise Wamma would have either got the renown or the Dom. It's a shame about that milk. I think without the milk, Dara does the intrigue, wins it, and can take another ally or something to help win the power challenge. Would also mean that Dario was getting some renown as well, getting closer to that win condition. But as is, that milk has stopped the reaction and has stopped the renown. The other thing that Keb could have done with that is he could have stood Missandei to use Missandei in that power challenge. So yeah, the milk is harsh, especially when you know it's only a one-of in the whole deck. In a 75
card in a 75 card deck.
Yeah.
But Valyrian Steel deck do have the power to keep drawing cards.
They do.
Consistently, so.
And when you've got the high tower as well, obviously that helps.
Yeah.
So, Keb survives for another plot. We've got political disaster from Wamma into You Win or You Die from Keb.
Gross.
On his Win or You Die draw, he got a dupe for Stannis and a dupe for Missandei. Then a Rose Road and a Warhammer. None of these are going to be great.
Russell Brand on the TV, and he looks like Reese.
Thank you for that wonderful insight. Yeah, he kind of weirdly does.
He does, look, literally.
This is really unrelated to what's going on the board, though. So.
I need to know what film it is.
What? You stop watching films. We're in the middle of doing a commentary.
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
Reese
there you
is
go.
in Rock of Ages.
Reese is... I'm pretty sure Reese isn't in Rock of Ages. Anyway, moving on, honey.
Sorry.
That's all right. You know, little diversion.
What have I missed?
Basically, Keb marshalled his Rose Road, his Missandei dupe, and his Stannis dupe, and has decided not to put the Warhammer out because it's going to do fuck all anyway. What he really needed was some extra characters to push through some extra challenges, but...
Could have put the Warhammer on Missandei.
Yeah, I mean, it's an extra 2 strength. Wamma's playing Lay Siege on his own high tower.
What a bastard.
Used Iron Throne to say Scene in Flames.
Oh, he's so lame.
And triggering...
So lame. So lame.
Wow. And that's the end of the game. So, well done, Wamma. Commiserations, Keb. Thanks everyone for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers. Richard ended the video too soon, which is why we don't have time to reflect.
Oh.
But anyway, bye guys. See you next round.
Bye.
Bye.